Right, so if you're anything like me and you love a good curry, but you can't go out and get one from the takeaway or restaurant because we're all being bloody shafted right now. Right, well your boy's got you covered, hasn't he? Because I'm going to show you how to make a banging chicken karahi curry for a fraction of the cost of any takeaway or restaurant, and it's going to taste just as good, if not better. It's easy to put together, so it's good for the novice cook, busy family. It's not like a million different ingredients, and you can make it in about 20 minutes, so it's nice and quick, and it's cheap as chips as well, so let's crack on. Right. Get a knife. Now, all the ingredients will be listed below in the description, of course, but first we need to get an onion chopped. So, get one of these out. The pubes on that. So, usual drill, I'm going to take the skin off, peel it, and then I'm going to dice it nice and fine. Okay, because this curry is very quick to cook, we don't want it, the onions to be too thick. It's just bloody knife needs sharpening. I know, I can hear you in the comments now going, sharpen that knife! What was I saying? Yes, we need the onions to be quite finely diced, otherwise they'll be still raw. Next I've got some green chillies. Now how much you use depends on how spicy you like your curries. I don't like mine too hot, so I'm only going to use 2 of these green chillies because these are flipping deceptive little bastards. These are really hot. And I'm going to dice those up nice and fine. I mean, why I've decided to make a spicy hot curry on one of the hottest days of the year so far, I don't know. It's not like I didn't have a choice, is it? But, oh well. I suffer for my art. Next, I've got some coriander. You can leave this out. I know some people really don't like the taste of coriander, so just if you don't like it, just leave it out, innit? It's your dinner. And just kind of bunch that all up and get it finely chopped as well. So there's my onion and chilli finely diced. I've got a little bit just to the side here because I'm going to use that for garnish. I've got my coriander as well. So, next thing, the chicken boobies. So I'm going to use 2 of these. You can make this even cheaper by using chicken thighs. Okay, this is what I had in the fridge, so that's what I'm going to use. I'm just going to trim these up a little bit. I'm going to take out this little sort of nugget here in the centre because it always has a little bit of cartilage sort of in there, which I don't like. And then simply cut the chicken into nice chunks, nice bite-sized chunks. Kind of like that size is absolutely fine. Chicken's all diced up, I'm going to slop that into a bowl. The next thing I'm going to do is measure out my spices. So I've got 3 cardamom pods here, and all I did with those was just gently crush them with the back of a spoon. This just sort of helps release those aromatic seeds that are inside. And of course, all the measurements will be listed down below. So, you know, I'm not going to bore you by going through each one. So, frying pan, just turn the light on so we can see. And then probably about 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil. This sounds like a lot, but you need that oil to kind of help bloom the spices. You could use ghee as well, but obviously that's more expensive, so we're sticking with veg oil. Then I'm going to get that onto a 5, so sort of moderately hot. And as that's getting nice and hot, we're going to go in with our chilli and the red onion, and also the chicken as well. There it goes. Kind of mix all that through. This curry comes together really quickly, all right? Like I said, it's going to be on the table in about 20 minutes. So all we're doing here is starting to soften those onions, get a little bit of colour on there as well, before we add the other stuff. So after about 4 minutes, I'm going to wedge in a frozen ginger garlic cube. If you're using the jarred stuff, you're looking at about a tablespoon and a half. I'm going to give that another couple of minutes, let it melt through. And whilst that's doing that, I'm going to empty my whole plum tomatoes and crush them. And if you're wondering why I'm not just using chopped, well, I've explained a million times, you probably know by now. The whole ones are just better quality, in essence. And then after a couple of minutes, once that ginger garlic paste is cooked through, wedge in your spices. Your salt and pepper as well, get that all in there, don't waste any. And I'm going to turn the heat down just a touch on here, because the crucial thing is not to let those spices burn. But we do want to kind of cook them out, because that will help release their fragrance better and make the curry more delicious. And then once your kitchen starts to smell wonderful, we can go in with the tomatoes. In there. And I got a little bit of water. Okay, swoosh that about. Just a little bit, that's fine. And like I said, I know it looks oily. Well, it is, right? But don't worry about it. It's fine. Oh my God, you have to excuse me. I'm absolutely flipping bacon hot. Stay to me. I'm also hanging out my arse as well because I had a few too many bank holiday beverages last night. So yeah, I'm feeling a bit worse for wear. But anyway, you want to cook that on a moderately high heat for about 15 to 20 minutes because you want that sauce to kind of reduce down by about half. And what you want to see as well is oil separation. That's a sign of a good curry. Essentially until it looks like it's split. You think you've ruined it, but that's not the case. So whilst that's doing its thing, it's cooking away, I've got an announcement. I've now opened up memberships for the channel, okay? Now before you unsubscribe and run for the hills, if you don't want to become a member, nothing changes for you, okay? I don't want people to think that my content's going to be behind a paywall or anything like that. nothing changes. The membership option is there in case you want to support the channel a little bit more. And what do you get for your $4.99 a month? You get behind the scenes footage, photos, updates, member only polls. You get to watch my videos before everybody else. Custom loyalty badges next to your name. There's some custom emojis you can use in the comments. I'm going to add some more, but at the minute you've got the Wadge badge, and you've also got the Hotter Than the Devil's Arse Crack one as well. Again, I'm going to add some more, I think. So if you do want to become a member, just kind of click the join button below and help support the channel. But again, you don't have to. If you don't want to become a member, nothing changes for you. Right, I'm flipping sweating, so I need a drink. Right, so it's been about 15 minutes now, and look how much that's reduced, okay? Like I said, it almost looks like it's split. Okay, but it's nice and dry, that's what you want. So now we can start adding the finishing touches. So first things first, about a teaspoon of garam masala. This just kind of wakes the spices up again. Then a squeeze of lemon juice, about half a lemon's worth, and around about 4 dessert spoons of just plain, ordinary, cheapo yogurt. A smattering of coriander, and give everything a good mix. Now at this stage you might want to fish out the cardamom pods, because you might want to chomp into those because they've got quite a strong flavour and you might chip a tooth. But I'm going to risk it for a biscuit, so you do you. Now you can serve this with rice if you want, but I've got some naan in the oven just finishing off. Okay, so then I'm going to serve up some of this curry. You can twat it in any old bowl if you want, but obviously I've got to make it look nice for the thumbnail. And finish this off with just a little bit of raw red onion. This adds that little bit of freshness and sort of sweetness to a spicy hot curry. Get your naan on the side, and then you have a banging chicken karahi curry on the table in 20 minutes. Tastes really good, and it costs a fraction of any restaurant or takeaway. And I know they say it's rude to compliment your own food, but it's bloody delicious. She's a spicy girl. But it's super tasty, right? You would not know that that only took 20 minutes to knock up. So there we go, that's how to make my budget-busting chicken karahi curry. But let me know in the comments what you think. But yeah, I'm going to shoot off, finish the rest of this. Well, I won't finish the rest of it because I'm flipping sweating. I'm going to sit in the garden and have a nice cold drink, I think. But enjoy whatever it is you're doing. I don't know what you got planned for your bank holiday weekend, if you're watching this after or before. I just hope you have a good time. And I'll see your gorgeous faces next time. Ta-ra for now. So I just wanted to say a quick thanks for watching today's video. And if you enjoyed it, there's some YouTube recommendations down below. So go and watch them as well. Thanks.